Music students typically devote the bulk of their studies to their own musical instrument and genre, quite understandably. But that can mean that students have limited opportunity to explore music from other traditions and societies and cultures. Some students do actively look to widen their musical horizons, like the students in my elective undergrad course, Music Across Cultures. But even those students don't always have the opportunity to learn about diverse musical practices from a human-centered perspective, from the very people who make them. I felt it was important that students have a chance to engage directly with people across cultures if they're really going to begin to understand the rich diversity of ways of thinking about and doing music around the world. So I decided to build into my course a creative, collaborative, intercultural activity that gave students a real-world opportunity for musical and non-musical interaction with people from cultures other than their own. The activity involved the participation of a group of recently arrived migrant and refugee students studying English at Southbank TAFE. They're known as the All-Stars Band, and they play and sing and perform music together from their homelands. Over a couple of weeks, the All-Stars were our guests, sharing stories, speaking about their connection with music, performing individually and together, and finally teaching the students a couple of favourite pieces from their repertoire. This allowed students an opportunity to enrich their understanding of music across cultures, to cultivate their intercultural awareness and capabilities, and to develop their understanding of the relationship between people, music, society and culture, all intended learning outcomes of this course. Overall, the students found this initiative to be engaging and relevant, finding value in both the musical and non-musical aspects. Students reported that they particularly appreciated the opportunity to hear the All-Stars members talk about music that was meaningful for them. And many students also thoroughly enjoyed and were challenged by the musical collaboration. This initiative fosters in students 4 of the university's graduate attributes. It helps students to become effective communicators and collaborators through exploring and practicing musical and non-musical communication and collaboration with people from other cultural backgrounds and life experiences. It helps students to become innovative and creative and entrepreneurial as they're challenged to respond artistically and socially to a very unfamiliar situation. It encourages students to become socially responsible and engaged in their communities through learning about and reflecting on the backgrounds and the experiences of the All-Stars members and the social purpose and mission of the band. And it also helps students become more effective in culturally diverse and international environments through learning about and practicing and reflecting on approaches to successful intercultural interactions. I think for anyone considering this kind of initiative, it's important to prioritise relationships with the external partners so that a certain level of trust and mutual understanding exists before the initiative gets underway. And also to follow up afterwards, to seek feedback from the community partner, and maybe also to explore willingness and possibilities for future collaboration. I feel that students themselves benefit from being involved in that relationship building, and in this initiative, I encourage the students to generate a little collective token of thanks for the external partner. And that's the Padlet described in the text that accompanies this video. I also feel it's important to offer students a way to debrief on their intercultural experience through facilitated reflection. And this not only provides useful feedback for the teacher, but also helps students to process their learning and to consider ways to continue to develop their intercultural capabilities into the future.